Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. We're going to talk about the SunLite header in Farming Simulator 25. So this header is essentially a Helianthus header. It's similar to the Helianthus headers that we had in Farming Simulator 22, but you may be new to the game and you may not have any idea what I'm talking about, so I'll explain it from there. We do have some sunflowers here ready to harvest. That's important for what we're doing here. So if we go into the store, we have harvesters. All of our harvesters can handle sunflowers. Easy peasy. Now what header do we use? Well, if we go to corn headers, all of these do corn and sunflowers, so that's all fine and dandy. That's great. But under specialty headers, we have this one, the SunLite, which only does sunflowers. So why do we have a specialty header that only does sunflowers when we could just use a regular corn header? And these ones also can do corn, so you can do two crops with these. Well, there's a couple reasons for that. This one, first off, the SunLite, if we're looking at it down here, will operate at 9 miles per hour. It'll harvest at 9 miles per hour, but these corn headers, all of them are 6 miles an hour. It doesn't matter. They're all 6 miles an hour. So you can only harvest sunflowers at 6 miles an hour using these headers. So if you're going to specialize in sunflowers, it might be worth it to be able to harvest faster. So what I have out here is I have a 12 meter John Deere header and the 12 meter SunLite header, just to kind of demonstrate the differences. Now you can use the SunLite on most different types of harvesters, so just be aware of that. But you can see here, we're harvesting 6 miles an hour. Nothing terribly crazy or special about that. Yep, 6 miles an hour, easy peasy. If we go over to this guy right here, lower it down, turn it on, start harvesting. We're now harvesting at 9 miles an hour, so 50% faster. So this header right here and this harvester could get this field done 50% faster than using a regular grain, or excuse me, a regular corn header there. And look at the animations on that. Absolutely incredible. Looks absolutely awesome. So if you're going to do a lot of sunflowers, this header is absolutely worth it because you'll get your fields done 50% faster as opposed to using the corn header. Now, if you're going to do a mixture of corn and sunflowers, well, it's probably worth it to invest in one of these and just use that. Now, if we go down to the header, another thing I want to talk about here, if we hit combinations, these are the harvester it says it'll work on. It says it's not going to work on anything smaller than the S7. But if we go back to harvesters here, I bet we can get it to work on one of these guys right here. This one, maybe not actually, that one's pretty small. But if I go ahead and I buy this guy right here, and then I just disconnect this and get this harvester out of the way, I bet that that one has enough power to run it, but we'll go ahead and test it. When I was testing the Milestar header, it definitely had enough horsepower, so we'll just kind of have to see. But let's get this guy over there. We'll test it out just as one last little thing before we end this video out. And it doesn't improve the yield at all. I've tested it, you can't improve the yield. You're gonna get the same amount either way. If we look, actually, let's test that real quick just to show you. If I keep going up to about the same point where that's at right there, we'll get about the same amount because we both did 12 meters wide. 384, 372 in here. So like it's not going to improve your yield at all. You're going to get the same yield on it. So just be aware of that. I think that's important to note. But if we can run this off of a smaller harvester, that would be helpful. Now again, if you're going uphill, this might struggle to run this thing at it might struggle to run this thing at 9 miles an hour, but seems to be doing just fine on flat ground. So there you go. That's what I got for you guys today. Just a quick little look at the new SunLite header, which again is essentially a Helianthus header. But yeah, there's a lot of different specialty headers that are in the game now, or at least there's 3 now, which there only used to be 1 before. So taking a look at those in different videos I think has been helpful. If you wanted to know about the other specialty headers, I have a separate video on the Milestar, and then I also have another video on swathing, which is part of the Macdon pack and swathing. So check out my swathing video for that. But anyhow, if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.